Welcome back to the channel, guys. Car Guy V8 here. Today I'm showing off a really cool engine. This is a 502 cubic inch Big Block Chevy that Clay just picked up. Deals are still out there. He just picked this up. He did a little side work for a lady, and she had this big block in the corner and some other stuff that they had agreed to exchange for some labor. And he ended up with this big block. Whenever he first called me on the phone and told me about it, I was running the numbers for him. And, you know, we were thinking probably 396, 402, maybe motorhome 440 or something like that. But the numbers came back to what, like in 1999, 96. Something 96, 502 big block, which this is the iron-headed one.
Generation 6.
Gen 6. What did we say it's rated? Like 440 horse, 500 foot-pounds, something like that?
I don't know if it's that high, but it was, there's two versions. There's a ZZ 502, and then you got your HT 502 apparently. I knew nothing about big blocks before I got this. Always had an interest in them, but apparently over the parts counters you can get the ZZ, which is the high performance, or you can get the I think they considered a heavy-duty truck engine, which is the cast iron headed, and this is the cast iron headed one, so it's the less desirable of the two when it comes to high performance big block guys. However, it's still considered really good stuff.
Which, researching the 502, I didn't know a whole lot about them before this, but they say you can only bore them, what, like 30 over or something. So that's one reason some guys don't like the 502s as much. That's something I was reading on one of the forums. It was either 30, maybe 40 over, but I think it was something like 30 over is the max overbore with one of these before you start running into your cylinder wall being too thin.
454 block, you can go more than that, or
I think a factory 454 you can do like 80 over.
Yeah.
I think. So okay. I don't know what the difference is with this. I'd have to do a little more research.
But I do know when I saw the bore size on that 502, I was like, man, it's massive. I mean, it's huge. It'll be pretty impressive. We'll see.
Here it is a little closer. Just got stock manifolds on it right now.
Hopefully somebody will comment if they know something about these big blocks. Kind of give us an idea of how this thing's going to feel.
Yes, because up to this point, we've both been mostly small block Chevy guys and small block Fords and stuff like that. So this is big block Chevy's kind of a new experience for the both of us. So we're really curious to see what it's like. And your plans for this, you're thinking of putting this in my old 79 step side, aren't you?
Yeah. Take the place of that small block 400, which is like I said, my concern is the small block, aluminum headed small block 400. What kind of weight differential am I going to see putting this cast iron headed big block down in there? My guess, about 200 pounds, which 200 pounds on the front end of a vehicle, you can sure feel it most parts. So.
I told him he won't need lowering springs in the front now.
I'll take it to where I want it.
But he just threw a quick little aluminum silver paint job on it just to get it from looking like old scrap iron.
Right, so I'm gonna do a little bit more detail work and making it look good, but I'm excited about it.
But under the valve covers, it actually looks really good. You know,
if one of the viewers knows anything about this engine, as far as the camshaft goes, make a comment as to whether I need to pull that camshaft out of there and replace it with one that I'd be happier with, or is that thing gonna surprise me and I'll be perfectly happy with it? If you would, put a comment.
So we're kind of just playing around with cars at the farm here today and figured we'd see if this old 408 and the Corvette would fire up again. Put fresh oil in it, and it's been a couple months since he's ran it and driven it around. So this was the old Vortec 408 that he put in here with an old solid flat tappet 327 365 cam in there. So it sounds pretty good. So guys, that's this 502 cubic inch big block. We're really excited to see what it's gonna do. And it looks to have very low mileage on it. Like the push rods, you can see a little bit of wear on them where they have been spinning. So that's a good sign at least. But that's it, guys. Thank y'all for watching this video.